Stephen Davis, co-host of Turning Point USA's Campus Crashers series, Grace Reilly, former Turning Point USA ambassador and analyst for Restoration of America, and CJ Pearson, co-chair of the GOP Youth Advisory Council. Good to see all of you. Grace, ladies first. What did Charlie understand about America's college kids that everybody else missed? Because you were one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I was one of them. He inspired countless millions, and he continues to do that. And we're seeing that in the chapter numbers that are being reported right now, where it's triple what his dream was back, unfortunately, when he was alive. But he inspired so many millions of college students. I was one of them. I was actually a high schooler when I met Charlie Kirk, and he changed my life. I mean, he encouraged me to stand firmly for Christian conservative values, and he's done that for so many people. It's an absolutely incredible legacy that we continue to see because he understands what Gen Z is facing, and with identifying that, he's just opened so many young people's eyes.
Stephen, what was the secret sauce?
You know, just going out there and preaching the gospel and preaching the truth. At the end of the day, truth shall set us free. That's something that he understood. That's something that we all know as very well for ourselves.
So many other Republicans have tried to preach the truth and said the very same thing, CJ, and it didn't really ever resonate until Kirk said it.
Well, I think Charlie met people where they are. He didn't just go out on college campuses to preach. He went to college campuses to listen and to invite debate. He was evangelical with his approach to conservative ideology, which I think is something that we ought to learn. We cannot just preach to the choir if we're going to win in this country. We have to go and grow the congregation, and that's what Charlie Kirk worked to do every single day.
Does it concern anybody from the sense of what we were founded as, in the idea of a separation of church and state, of the sort of complete intertwining of faith and politics, Christian faith and politics that exist here?
You know, our country was founded as a Christian nation, and it was founded by Christians. And in our founding documents, it does not say that the church has to stay out of the government. It says that the government has to stay out of the church. So that being said, with our founding values being so rooted in our faith, in our very laws, it makes sense that we would draw morality and all policy from that, at least considering it.
Right. Rights come from God, not from government, right? Stephen, give us a sense, as you're now talking to kids out on college campuses and hearing from them now in the wake of Charlie's assassination, where does the movement go from here?
Oh, we have been totally reinvigorated. We are going out there full force. We are going to save this nation. Gen Z, Gen Alpha are going out there strong, and that's what it's all about.
Who's Gen Alpha?
Gen Alpha, the younger of the youngers. I must say, they are the ones that are going out there. And you know, by all means, we need to continue on with this message of Charlie Kirk that, you know, promoting patriotism.
There was something about Charlie also. He took what he did really seriously. He didn't take himself seriously. I thought the fact that he loved the South Park episode about himself. South Park is this cartoon character who is horribly unpolitically correct, and they completely razz anybody. No one is spared. And Charlie really embraced it. Take a listen. Oh, we don't have it. But he did. Yeah. And now, in the wake of his death, they took the episode off the air. And CJ, and now I'm thinking about it, and it was Turning Point USA said, no, put it back up, this episode mocking Charlie Kirk. Why?
Exactly, because we don't have the sensitivities of the left. We can take, people poking fun at us. We can take people, laughing at us in jest. And I think Charlie did that in every which way. And it also showed just how much conservatives are getting to win the culture war. The fact that we're on South Park, the fact that you have all of these huge cultural figures coming out and endorsing folks like President Trump, rappers, Kodak Black, Soulja Boy, so many more.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Well, your kids probably do.
I don't have kids, but okay.
your nephews and your nieces do. But what I will say, though, that is a show of the turning point, truly, that our nation is currently in right now. It is finally cool to be conservative again in this country, and it never really was before, and I think Charlie played a huge role in that.
Do you worry at all? Look, the pendulum swings. Okay, we know that. In 2020, it was not cool to be conservative as a kid, and there were all these kids marching for George Floyd, and on and on and on. Now this pendulum swing back. Now it's cool to be conservative. What do you do to keep the pendulum from swinging back?
I mean, ultimately, for me, I'm more of a bull in the china shop. I'm all about the truth.
That surprises us, looking at it.
No idea what you're talking about. But yeah, I think that's what we need to do, is continue to promote the idea of truth, that you need to be beholden to truth. Sure, you can be, into all the different, cultural elements and all that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, you have to be ensconced in truth. That's the only thing that's going to keep you, especially within the Word of God and in this country, surviving and thriving.
All right, Grace, CJ, Stephen, thank you very much. We appreciate it.